This video right here, I have been trying to make this for like over a month at this point, and literally every single time I have tried to finish the outline, it never gets done. But guess what? I finished it tonight. It may be 2 a.m., but I'm gonna do it. There's something about it that bothered me so much, and it reminded me why I don't like anime fans either. Anime can be very gross. It can be very gross, and when I say gross, I mean pervy. It can be freaking nasty. Like, I don't want to see a big titty underage girl run up to the screen. No, keep that back there. Like, it really get on my nerves when somebody can just be sitting there with big boobs and y'all would make a nasty ass comment directed to their titties. Like, people have big titties. It happens. It's natural. Leave people alone. Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna. I'm back with another video. Hello, my name is Harriyanna. If you are new and this is your first time ever seeing me, or if you're returning, welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hook's pirate ship. I am the captain. You are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate. You wanna know why? Come closer. Please come closer so you can see my eyebrow piercing. That is not real. Nobody is worthy of being the first mate. Hello, if you are new, this is your first time ever seeing me, my name is Harriyanna, and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Yes, your girl is back in her red hair phase, okay? Yeah, I'm going through it, okay? I am so freaking sorry, by the way, if my energy has just been really, really low in a lot of my more recent videos. I'm just currently dealing with a lot in my personal life. I am going to take some time away from YouTube so I can just rejuvenate and come back on camera with that full-on Harriyanna energy that we all know and love. But your girl is going through it, and her red hair is back. So if anybody wants to know why I look like this, I'm akumatized. I've even said this before. If she has red hair, she's akumatized. Leave her alone, okay? I'm sorry. Side effects from that COVID shot I took. But I filmed this like 2 weeks ago, and that still applies. Back to the video. But if anybody can guess who I copied my hair from today, I'm gonna give it a heart. If you guys can tell me who I copied this hair from, I'll give you a heart. I always copy my hair from like my favorite fictional characters and stuff like that. Like, I've done Evie, I've done Carlos, I've done Uma probably like 3 times, okay? Comment down below who you think this hair is inspired by, okay? It's pretty obvious. You probably can't tell because I don't have it in that ugly ass bun that she wears in every episode. I'm gonna need her to take it out that bun. They be doing her so dirty. I want to see her with her hair down. How bad would she be if her hair is down? But I know y'all didn't come here to talk about that. Well, y'all came because y'all want to hear me talk about My Hero Academia, okay? I have recently gotten into My Hero Academia, and I have some words, okay? I enjoy it, but there is just so much shit about it that just bothers me, and I'm just gonna sit here and debunk. Harry debunks My Hero Academia, okay? I just want you guys to know to just take everything I say with a grain of salt. All of this is just my personal opinions, all my personal preferences, and just why I just don't care to get back into anime for this particular reason, okay? And by the way, like I said, y'all, I'm tired. So if you guys see me reading directly from my phone, and the reason I'm standing up is so I won't fall asleep, I just want to stay focused. So, as I said, today we are going to be talking about My Hero Academia. Now, this is amongst like a favorite of my followers. You guys have been telling me for so long that you think I would like My Hero Academia, and I was like, why would I like that? And I actually did give it a chance this past fall, and I really did enjoy it. It's my cup of tea, I'm not gonna lie. I truly do like it. I remember somebody had told me, because I remember I was talking about how much I love Sky High. They were like, you would like My Hero Academia. It's literally the same thing, and it is, and I really do like that. I like Sky High a tad bit more, but we're gonna get into that why later. And also, all of my friends like My Hero Academia too, so yeah, we're here. So I took a look at it. I'm currently reading the manga because I don't know what it is about anime, y'all. It takes me so long to watch an anime, but I can go through a manga like that. I can read a manga in 2 hours and I'll be done. and then I'll move on to the next book, okay? That's how I read all of Fruits Basket when I was 11 years old. I had time, cuz. But like I said, I really like My Hero Academia. I think it's really cute. And I was surprised that I liked it because I'm not really the biggest fan of shonen anime. I'm more of a shoujo and josei anime. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but shoujo is the targeted audience is teenage girls, while josei is young adult women. Like Agresco, love that show so much. I don't know if I ever want to get on here and talk about it because that show pissed me off, but anyway. There's just something about My Hero Academia that just really bothers me. And the thing about it that bothers me so much is the thing that just made me fall out with anime altogether and why I just never really cared to come back to it. There's something about it that bothered me so much, and it reminded me why I don't like anime fans either. Anime can be very gross. It can be very gross. And when I say gross, I mean pervy. It can be freaking nasty. Like I don't want to see a big titty underage girl run up to the screen. No, keep that back there. I don't want to see a little teenage boy flaunting his abs and walking around sweaty. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, ew. Even when I was a teenager, I didn't see that. That must make me uncomfortable. It's gross. And the things about My Hero Academia that make me uncomfortable are the things that made me not care to go back to anime. And one major thing that I strongly dislike in anime is one, how it's really from the perspective of the male gaze, and it truly does show badly, especially with School Days. Okay, School Days is one of them animes I had no business watching as a kid, and I watched it anyway. And to be honest, that anime is not that bad as everyone tried to make it out to be. I have seen way worse, and I think main reason everybody tries to say is that bad is because of misogyny. But one, it is from the perspective of the male gaze. Two, they over-sexualize women all the freaking time. That's why I didn't like Fairy Tail. And three, specifically branching off from over-sexualization of women, they over-sexualize teenage girls a lot. And sometimes they're not even teenagers. Because I remember when I used to be really big up in the Sugo Chara, hellhole, whatever that was. That mess is very problematic and did not age well. One day I'm just gonna sit here and just rant about why it's an issue, but until then I made a collab video with my girl Tamagotchi. I will have that link down below if you guys want to sit there and just watch me talk more about anime. But why was Amu, the main character in Sugo Chara, why the hell was she wearing short ass skirts and she was only like 11, 10, 12 years old? Like, do any of y'all not find that disturbing? Because I do. Like, even with her transformation outfits, and one of them, she was, all this mess was out, and I'm just like, that is a child? Are y'all not uncomfortable with this? Are y'all not uncomfortable animating this? Like, it made me uncomfortable as a kid, and it still makes me uncomfortable now. It is nasty, okay? Is a big nasty, okay? And the creator of My Hero Academia, there are just some creative choices that I really don't agree with. He's very weird in my opinion. Very, very weird, like in a bad way, okay? The way he speaks about the teenage girls in his shows and the way he draws them sometimes is that's all I gotta say. Like I said, I don't agree with all his creative decisions. It bothered me the most specifically when it comes to Momo. And there's one particular scene with Mina that really bothered me, but I'm gonna bring that up when I get to Mineta's nasty ass. But here it's just Momo. Stay away from Momo. Y'all are gross, okay? No, if you are not Momo's age, stay away from her. Y'all are freaking disgusting, okay? Momo is 15. She is a child. Like, I hate her hero outfit so bad. Like, I didn't realize that Momo was a kid, like, when I was reading the book. I thought she was one of the adults until I saw she had the uniform on in the next scene, and I was like, wait a minute. She's one of them? And she was wearing that? Like, I thought she was one of the teachers, like Mount Lady. Like, I was just confused. I was just so lost. I was lost for words, and I was like, she's 15. She shouldn't be dressed like that. Also, can we just stop over-sexualizing big boobs in general? Like, please, like, just because someone has big boobs, they do not deserve to be catcalled. Y'all are freaking nasty over here catcalling people with big boobs when they walk down the street and y'all hooty hoot at them. They don't want that. Stop over-sexualizing big boobs. They're just a piece of somebody's body. They're just the body part. Like, it really get on my nerves when somebody can just be sitting there with big boobs and y'all would make a nasty ass comment directed to their titties. Like, people have big titties. It happens. It's natural. Leave people alone.
Last time that I saw you, it was heaven. You said that you got off around 7. I guess that I'm just a fool. The marks on your face leaves me to stomp and pace. I don't know where you've been and why your hair is.
I know you're tired of having crusty ass lips. Wearing a mask all the time gives you no excuse. Head over to harriyannahook.com. Oh, you don't want that? Well, she has a bunch of other things to choose from. Don't worry. Pick yourself up something super cute because you're like super cute and stuff.
Okay, now we're gonna get into Mineta. The most unsettling thing I found about My Hero Academia really has to be Mineta's entire existence, and he should not be here in my opinion. But the most unsettling thing about Mineta is that I just don't like him at all. I think he's very ugly. I think he's very irritating. I think his quirk is very stupid. I don't like it. I just don't like him. I just don't like his existence. He annoys me. I don't care about him. He is a menace to society. Mineta is a menace to society, okay? I just don't like him. And in the book, this is the nastiest thing about it, okay? In the book, the creator himself even said that Mineta is him, and that Mineta basically is his self-insert in this story. A grown man self-insert in this story, basically being perverted towards teenage girls. Now, I personally don't have an issue when creators do this, where they like put a self-insert of them into their stories. Like, it can be done very, very well, or very, very popular and very, very terrible, okay? A really great example of when it was done very, very horribly to the point where it was laughable, where Thomas Ash Cheeks inserted himself into Miraculous Ladybug. That would never not be funny. That, he was the joke of the day when he did that shit, okay? But this right here is just really weird, I'd say. It's just very, very weird, because if Mineta is your self-insert, I'm sorry, baby, but you could have kept that shit to yourself, okay? You didn't have to tell nobody that. That honestly makes you look worse, admitting that your self-insert is the gross pervy character. Like, do you not see the flaw in your actions, sir? Like, I mean that as disrespectfully as possible. We did not need to know that information. You really could have kept that shit to yourself. Mineta is supposed to be one of the comic relief characters, but in my opinion, he's not. He's not funny, like, at all. I don't get a laugh at him. And I've honestly just grown tired of just pervy humor in general. I don't find hitting on people, pervy, nasty ass humor to be funny. That's why so much shit up in Dan Snyder shows I don't find to be hilarious anymore. Perv humor is just not funny. Leave people alone. If you feel the need to make somebody feel uncomfortable to be funny, you're not doing something right. Like, Mineta has never made me laugh, like, not at all. Like, I was dead when Froggy, I cannot pronounce her name for nothing, I am so sorry, but when Froggy started, like, you know, drowning him because he touched her inappropriately, that was funny. When literally it's a scene where Mina has started like breakdancing, he was like, oh my gosh, she don't have shorts on, why is she wearing shorts under her skirt? And then the invisible girl start beating him, like, because of that. That was funny, okay? Like, the only time I get chuckles out of him is when the girls put him in his place for being freaking gross. Like, that's it. The girls are funny. Way funnier than Mineta ever will be. Also, I just don't care too much for his character arc either. I find him a very unlikable character. I just don't like him. I just find him very irritating. And I hated guys like him when I was in middle school. I hated guys like him when I was in high school. I really strongly despise guys like this in college. Like, grow up. You shouldn't have been acting like that when you were younger, but you're still doing this shit now. It's giving insult. Just extremely unlikable. And a lot of people can share this opinion about why we don't like Mineta. Like, y'all, there are Mineta apologists on the internet, and I'm like, no, we have very valid reasons for not liking that gross ass dude. Like, y'all would literally be apologists for anybody and anyone. Like, y'all, there are literally Gabriel Agrest apologists. Gabriel Agrest literally is a freaking terrorist. Okay? He literally fuck up Paris in every episode. The Eiffel Tower be busted every episode because of him. And he got apologies. The nerve of y'all, okay? Robbie Shapiro has apologies and he literally tried to K-word a girl. Like, weird. Moving on from Mineta, the last thing about My Hero Academia that just really kind of bothers me is how much of the story focuses on boys. And what I mean by that, I'm gonna get in detail about that, okay? It just doesn't, for the show to have that many female characters, it doesn't quite focus on them all that much. It does not. It does not. And let me explain. I am a heterosexual woman, and maybe because it's the feminist in me, everyone always know I am a big feminist person. I've always been drawn towards girl power and girl empowerment and women empowerment type stories. I am always drawn towards telling stories of girlhood and womanhood. Literally all of my stories are about girlhood and womanhood. Even if the focus like of my fan fictions is about a boy, the story will focus more on his female love interest, okay? I'm just big on telling female stories, specifically black female stories. Maybe it's because of my history with men. I just kind of, even though I am straight, I just really have really bad experience with men, just really terrible history with men. No, I don't hate men like people try to say that I do. I don't. I just really don't care for too much of them, especially when it comes to my storytelling. I mainly like to focus more on just girlhood and womanhood because, like I said, it's just personal stuff. That's just me. This is why I'm so driven towards Miraculous Ladybug and Descendants for the most part, because those stories mainly focus on the girls within the universe. And that's why I love writing for Natalie so much. Like right now, currently doing it with Natalie, and I'm just having so much fun right now, especially exploring the topics of like adult sexuality and coming to terms with your sexuality and things like that. It's just very fun, okay? Especially someone that grew up in a very strict Christian household. Yeah, the story is my coming of age. Very, very interesting. I worked so hard on that NSFW Gabe Nat fic, okay? Like, anyway, let's get back on subject, okay? So when I found out there were a lot of female characters in My Hero Academia, I got really happy. When I saw that, that's honestly what drew me towards this story. I was extremely happy, and it's one of the reasons why I decided to give it a chance. But when I sat down and I actually began to read it, and then from time to time I'll go in and watch one of the episodes from one of the chapters that I did read, I was a bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling the truth. I was very disappointed. Couldn't help but feel disappointed when it came to the girls and the women. Like, the story was giving a lot for the boys and the men. It's a great story, okay? That's why I'm still invested, okay? But when it came to like the girls and the women, they're just kind of sidelined and they're just kind of forgotten about in a sense. And that really kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, I see a lot of people actually complaining about this on Twitter, so I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that is bothered about how all the women in the show are just kind of pushed off to the side. Like, they're either there for like their male characters like amusement, or they just kind of don't know what to do with them all that much, especially like when it comes to Uraka. That is something about her that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, we see how she and Deku have their growing friendship, and then she had her battle with Bakugo, but then kind of after like that it just kind of simmered down, and she's just kind of there as like Deku's friend at the moment. By the way, y'all, I'm still in the middle of reading it, so I ain't caught up to date on everything. This is just kind of like my quick thoughts about My Hero Academia, so just keep that in mind. I do enjoy all the female characters. Like, they all are pretty likable in my opinion, but they don't really kind of do much of anything. Like, they'll have like their major little story arc. It's not even major, it's minor, because you know the story mainly focuses on Hawks and Bakugo and Todoroki and his entire family and Endeavor and All Might, like the dudes, Kirishima even. It made me a little disappointed because I thought I was gonna come into this with girl empowerment stories, and it literally is just girls cheerleading on the side and the boys literally doing everything, and then they come in every now and then for like comic relief or whatever. Like, that's literally just kind of what it feels like. It really is starting to feel like the girls are just there for comic relief, especially. Anyway, let's continue. I do truly enjoy that the male characters are interesting enough for me to be invested in their stories, especially like I've noticed that this is just me. When it comes to like straight males, I literally kind of don't care about their stories anymore. But here, okay, you know, there's a lot of headcanons and stuff about who ain't straight and whatnot, and I believe when certain people ain't straight because but I really do like how I actually am interested in the male storylines here. So that's part of the reason why I just truly do enjoy My Hero Academia. And it's also another reason why I love Descendants, because even though Descendants mainly focused on the girls, the dudes storylines, they weren't all interesting, but the dudes themselves were interesting, okay? Like Harry deserved a way better storyline. Carlos deserved a better storyline. Gil deserved a way better storyline. Ben just deserved better, but they were all interesting enough somewhat to where you still did care about them in the story. But like, if you're going into My Hero Academia thinking it's gonna be a girl power show like Ojamajo Doremi or Tokyo Mew Mew or even Sailor Moon for the most part, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that, okay? Like, I love Yairo and Momo so much, and I love Uraka, and I love Mina, and I love Toru. Like, I truly do enjoy the female characters. I love Mount Lady so much. Like, I think she is one of my favorites in the series. But I just kind of wish they did a little bit more. Really, so many of the female characters are great. I just wish they did more with them. Sometimes I feel like they're just kind of there to be pretty and that's it, or be there for the male character's amusement and that's it. And also, it just kind of feels like the creator don't know how to write women. A lot of times when I notice when I'm watching something where the women end up being very dull, they just don't know how to write them. That's just what it's honestly feeling like at this point. And to be honest, it's kind of better that they are written kind of dully than poorly, because I remember I found out when it came to Naruto, which y'all will never get me to watch, okay? They said all the women are written pretty terribly here. And here the women are just kind of written kind of bland. Like, they're interesting, but they don't know what to do with them. They're just sidelined, and then they go back to the boys' storylines and then the men's storylines, and it's just kind of annoying, okay? I like My Hero Academia simply because this shit be giving me Miraculous Ladybug vibes, okay? Everybody out here that thinks My Hero Academia is just like this sent from heaven gift to the earth are wrong. No, this should be giving my Miraculous Ladybug energy. This shit be giving Descendants energy, okay? It is not that great, okay? But it's fun. Like, it's fun, and that's why we truly enjoy it. So that's pretty much all I gotta say for this. It gives Miraculous Ladybug energy. It gives Descendants energy, okay? If y'all want Harry to watch something, it has to give the same energy as Descendants, okay? And Miraculous, okay? Because I started watching Descendants and Miraculous around the same time. I started watching Descendants in 2015 when it came out, and then Miraculous the year after that. I really wish I got into My Hero Academia a lot earlier, because I would have had so much more fun with it then, okay? I wish I just known sooner that it gave the same energy. But that is all I'm going to say for today's video, because I am exhausted. I am so tired. I'm literally shaking trying to stand up, okay? But thank you guys for watching this video. You guys would like to see more of me and just want to support my work and see all my exclusive behind the scenes content and whatnot, head on over to Patreon. I have a Patreon. My most expensive tier is $5 and my cheapest is $1. I'll have the link to that down below. If you guys want to know another way you can support me, I have 2 donation links. I have a Buy Me a Coffee and I also have a Ko-fi. Those will be down below. And if you want to know another way you can support me, I have merchandise. These 2 necklaces will be for sale on Black Friday. This one down here is for sale though, okay? It is 18 karat gold, okay? It does not tarnish. This shit lasts, okay? You get your money's worth. You get Not you get what you pay for, you get your money's worth, okay? People say you get what you pay for when it comes to cheap shit. This ain't cheap, okay? What else do? I have a web series called The Progenies. If you guys want to know where you can support me for free, the best way to support me for free is to support The Progenies. The Progenies is a Descendants fan series where we literally race bent it and we made it black as hell. And there is also LGBTQ representation in there because that is something that everybody was begging for with the Descendants film and we didn't get that, okay? Last but not least, you guys want to know another way you can support me for free, just follow me on everything at Harriyanna, HARRIYANNA. Literally, I am on every single social media platform at just Harriyanna. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I am about to go pass out on the couch because I am exhausted. Have a good night. Dang, I'm tired. I just zoned out in the middle of that. Have a good night. 'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate, just congratulate.
The Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtimes. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the